So Apple has become the most valuable company of all time, beating the $620 billion that Microsoft reached in 1999 at the peak of the dot-com bubble. It's now worth $200 billion more than ExxonMobil. Oil is so 20th century. Anyway, here's a chart of Apple's share price. I didn't start it on the day Steve Jobs died because I think that's why it went up, of course. It's just a point in time, but it is worth noting that since then, Apple's price has gone up 76%, while the rest of the US market has only gone up 25% and the Australian market 10%. So buying would have been a better idea than selling Apple when Jobs passed away. And just for comparison, here's a graph of Facebook's share price since it listed in May this year. Now, even though they're often compared, these are very different companies. Apple is a hardware marketer that makes huge profit margins. Facebook is an advertising company that was overpriced. Good business, just wasn't worth $104 billion or $38 a share. Despite the excitement about Apple, or perhaps because of the misery around Facebook, the US market finished steady last night. European markets fell and Asian markets were mixed. In Australia, it was all about energy and financials, as it has been for 2 months. Woodside, NAB and AMP led the way. Telstra also attracted some buying. Wesfarmers went ex-dividend. The Reserve Bank put out the minutes of its last board meeting when it didn't do anything, and according to the minutes they didn't say much either, certainly nothing new. After the minutes came out, the futures market dropped the odds of a rate cut next month to 17%, although 0.5% of cuts is still fully priced in by next March. The Australian dollar went up a bit today without quite breaking the 105 US cents barrier. And that's finance.